At a youth hockey match, one parent went on the ice and completely lost it. Wait. Did the score say 9-0? Yeah, it did actually. No wonder some were so hot and bothered. As we have covered, this is an ongoing problem at the youth sports level. One parent at a U12 hockey game in Seattle went on the ice and would shove not one but two referees to the ground, not even ground, on the ice.
Punches are thrown as a hockey ref comes under attack by a coach. This isn't the NHL, it's a youth hockey game. And it's not an isolated incident. These parents and coaches are brawling over a disputed call.
Break it up!
One dad is so angry, he breaks the safety glass to scream at the ref.
Way to go, Paul!
Now, these youth referees in Massachusetts say they've had enough. They're fed up with the abuse.
I had a player come up to me and tell me he was going to slash me across the throat with a stick.
Now we have people banging on the door.
Referee Chris Henry said he once had to barricade himself in a locker room and call for help.
I got a fold-up chair, sat down, back up against the door. Before you know it, door starts rattling, handle starts going, sticks are being banged on the door, and I'm just sitting there holding it closed until the cops come.
It turned into a dangerous situation real quick.
The abuse is driving referees out of youth hockey. 900 refs in Massachusetts alone have quit just this season.
To another youth hockey game. And even more reckless youth sports parents.
Now to a brawl in youth sports that's landed the adults in trouble. This morning, 3 adults are charged with assault and disorderly conduct after throwing punches in the middle of this youth hockey game. It started when a brawl erupted between several players in Egg Harbor Township, New Jersey. About a minute into the fight, several adults enter the melee, one falling to the ground, a woman swiftly jumping on top of him, throwing punches.
I mean, there's only 2 refs out there. They can only do so much when total of 2 teams are out there. And then you start to see the parents, which the video doesn't show, but the parents were yelling some vulgar things. And then they started to come into the court. It seemed they went right and engaged with other parents, and that's when they began fighting. And then it was just basically complete chaos.
Parents behaving badly at youth sporting events is on the rise. One survey found parents now being blamed for nearly 40% of cases involving bad sportsmanship, followed by coaches, then fans, with players causing less than 10%.
On the ice, a hockey game between 7 and 8-year-olds. Off the ice, a brawl involving parents and at least one coach. The game is stopped, players sent to their benches. It happened at this Ontario arena, a season-opening tournament for the Clever League, which has attracted some of the best young players in the province.
I think the first thing is to make sure the kids aren't impacted. They'll do what they have to do with anyone who is aggressor, like whoever started the fights. I think, they have no place to being there.
The league refused requests for an on-camera interview, but in a statement to CBC News, it says the KSL intends to take appropriate action and has taken interim steps, including suspensions, adding violent or aggressive behavior won't be tolerated.
I think anytime behavior like that happens in front of young people is just simply not acceptable, whether it's our league or anywhere else.
Scott Oakman runs the GTHL, the largest youth hockey league in the world. With thousands of games played every year, 6 parents were banned last season for bad behavior. The latest also from this weekend, parents brawling at this youth AAA game in Toronto. He says he usually deals with at least one case of misbehaving parents every week.
And these are just some examples of many that we have seen over and over and over again. And there's even one wrestling referee who I apologize, I have to get back in touch with because I know that all of y'all are going to want an update on this. But from the Speed Turtle videos, he has a few ideas of how this can be combated, not violently, of course, but more so in a way of reforming the minds of youth sports parents. Because I will tell you something. From the data that I have seen and a plethora of videos to select from, this is a massive issue. And it's a massive issue because of the amount of referees that don't really care about this anymore, not because of the kids, but because of the adults. There are literally no adults in the room when this is going on. And in addition, myself as a parent, now I'm thinking about this. I mean, my kid is young. But when she reaches the youth sports level and I see potentially fights in the stands, I don't know what I would do. I know what I would do if I were a referee. Because once more, the data is showing that referees are fed up. They don't feel protected. They don't feel respected. They feel like they're being completely taken advantage of over and over again. And is it really worth the abuse to continue showing up? Granted, they love doing it and they love staying. This is, as I've talked about before, all these referees love staying connected to a sport that they no longer play, but that they want to participate in some form or another. Is it worth it to keep showing up when you're abused every single time? No, it's not. And that's why you are seeing mass exodus in this field from referees in not just hockey, like we're covering here, and not even just wrestling like Speed Turtle. It is across the board. So I believe truly until state legislators find a way to pass different laws to protect referees from youth sports parents and other ways of reforming this, we're going to have the same result every single time.